Hello everybody, my name is Amber and I just wanted to share my first vlog with you and tell you a little bit about what's been going on my first 3 months here in the Philippines. Hi everyone! So I have been in the Philippines for 3 months now, which is crazy. I'm planning my visa run for Australia next week. So what happens is every month you have to renew your visa or you can just fly out of the country. So I decided I'm going to go to Australia, take some time off from Children's Garden and travel a little bit. So I'm really excited about that. I'm excited to see Australia and to see New Zealand. But I just wanted to tell you about, what God's been doing in my life, what's been going on here, some of the amazing things that I've seen. So Children's Garden is amazing. I'm currently living at the boys' home there, and I have for the past 3 months. So right now we're housing 14 boys. We just got a social worker, so we're going to be able to accept more boys, which is really exciting because there's so many referrals that we have, so many other kids that need our help, So at Children's Garden, what we do is we house former street boys and street children, and also if they met the criteria, like abused children or in situations where they need to be taken out of their home. So I've just gotten to know them over this past 3 months, and their stories are just so heartbreaking and just so crazy, like what they came from, like literally living on the streets and in such poverty. And now, they're going to school, they're working, they're, these great godly boys turning into young men. It's crazy to see how God works like that in people. And it's just crazy that I get to be a part of that journey. So I've gotten close to a few of the boys, and it's fun because they're really annoying sometimes. They'll tease you, they'll throw big spiders at you, and bring cockroaches, like, look at this, and then it's a really nasty cockroach, which is gross, but, that's what ministry is sometimes. But, just like God's provision with Children's Garden, I've seen Him do so many things that way as well. Like in the States, we always have a safety net to catch us. We say we rely on God, but we're not always fully committed to trusting Him in every circumstance. And here, they have to. They don't have that safety net that we have. And, I've seen already in the short time that I've been here, God, step in when there's been a time where, we're like, wow, our budget is really low for the next week. What are we going to do? How are we going to pay our staff? How are we going to buy groceries? And then we'll have a visitor that night and they give us a donation of a crazy amount of money. And it's just, your heart is like, that's a God thing. That doesn't just happen. So seeing God work like that and seeing God like truly work in the Philippines here is just crazy. It's great to see, and it's really strengthened my relationship with God. I've grown so much. I mean, the most dramatic change is the blonde hair, but just my thinking and my overall perspective on life, I think, has changed, which is good. But it's also scary because I'm still Amber, but I'm just different. So like I just find myself not caring about things that meant the world to me before, um, which is good. But I'm just learning to trust God with my life and where He's gonna take me next. And so I'm a planner, and I think that's one of the biggest things God has changed about me, or has been telling me to change. Because I like to plan so far in advance. I like to plan, the next 5-10 years of my life. And God's like, yeah, I don't think those plans are gonna work. So I'm just learning to. So next year I have like one thing planned that I want to do, and that's to go to the States to see my best friend have her baby. But other than that, I'm like, God, it's you. Like, take me where you want to take me. I will do what you want me to do. So it's hard and it's frustrating sometimes when you're just waiting for him to be like, okay, this is your next move. He's not like giving me the game plan, which is what I like. I like to have it set up. I like to know, okay, this is my next step. So learning to lean on God for that has been interesting, but it's good. I love the travel aspect of it. I love seeing new things. I'm really excited for my next trip next week, actually, to Australia. I'm excited to see what God has me do there. Like when I went to Taiwan a month ago now, I had the opportunity to speak at their church. Thank you so much, Maggie, for making that happening. Thank you for organizing that on that side. But we were actually able from that to buy a sewing machine. So what I did was when I went to Taiwan, I talked about children's garden, and then we had like some bracelets that some women in our community made, and then also one of our staff made a bunch of little pouches, so we sold them for a donation, and then through the donations raised, we were able to buy a sewing machine, which is amazing. So we're able to bring that into our ministry as well. Now we're actually teaching the boys at CG how to sew, and one of them came up to me, he's like, look what I made, and it's just a little coin purse, and he was so proud and so excited. But that's a serious skill here, like that can bring in good revenue, which is great, because we want them to be able to provide for themselves and to be able to self-sustain themselves in the future. So, I mean, God has been crazy good here. It's been hot. The heat index is almost 100 every day. But it's good. God is moving. God is doing great things. At CG we also have a girls' home and then a college age level as well. And it's cool because the college age kids are my age, which is interesting. But it's cool to see them grow as well. I actually, one of them, Michael Nate, he's close to my heart, and he's such a hard worker. Like, I get to see him almost every day, and he works a food cart now, and he's going to school. He's transferring to this new college, and he's just so excited about it. Like, to see that joy, about going to school and getting an education and working. Like, he's so happy to be working. And I'm like, in the States, we're so entitled and so privileged. We're like, oh, I deserve this money because I do, like, we're not excited to go to work or excited to go to college. When I was in college, I would be excited when I cut class, not excited to go to class. So it's just cool to see the difference in culture here, like that way. And he's just so motivated, and I'm so excited to see his future and what his life will bring. So, yeah, I mean, God's crazy good, and it's crazy good to be here. So I will be actually gone for almost a month and a half from the Philippines. I am still not sure how I feel about that. I'm super excited to be traveling, but I'm like, man, I'm gonna miss these annoying boys so much. So, and I know I will, but it'll be good to have some time for myself. As many of you know, I just went through a breakup, which is really hard. And it's hard being here, like away from home, away from all my friends, and I just want to be like home and not doing anything, you know. But I think this time will be really good for me to just be in a state of singleness and just completely willing to listen to what God wants for my life, with nothing holding me back. So this is just a quick little update. I hope I didn't babble too much. If you have any other questions about, my upcoming travel trip or Children's Garden, feel free to message me or email me. Email's probably, or Facebook is probably the best way to get a hold of me right now. When I'm in Australia, I'm not sure what my internet situation is going to be. I'll probably be fine, but I don't know. So if you have any other questions, just let me know. Thank you to my supporters. Without you, this would not be possible. Thank you so much. Seeing God provide that way also is just crazy. Like, there's been times where I'm like, I'm not sure, I have extra money, like, on my own that I can pay for next month, but, like, I don't, like, that's it, like, then I'm out, and God will somebody will email me, hey, I see what you're doing over there, can I support you this month? And I'm, like, my heart just goes out to you. Thank you so much. Thank you for all you've done for me, and just all you're helping Children's Garden. It's not just me being here, you're truly supporting the cause and what they're doing here. I just wanted to thank you, all my supporters. Thank you so much. Thank you for everything. Alright, guys, so I'm going to go now. I just wanted to say thank you again, and have a great day. Bye.